Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with red trim, weighing in at an even 225 pounds. He comes to us tonight from White Plains, New York, and brings an excellent professional record of 26 victories, 20 by KO. Against 5 defeats, he has won no decision. He's one of the top-ranked and well-known heavyweights in the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl the Truth Williams. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red and black stars and stripes trim, weighing in at 228 pounds, fighting out of Kansas City, ranked number 6 in the world by the International Boxing Federation with an outstanding record of 34 victories, 30 by KO, only 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Tommy the Duke Morrison.
All right, look here. If he goes right here, I'm not going to call it low. If he goes right there, I'm not going to call it low. Okay, we've already had your instruction in the dressing room. I expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself. Wait a minute, come back here. Come back here. Bring him back. Bring him back. Now look, protect yourself at all times. Any questions here? Any questions here? Let's get it on.
The only question here is whether Williams can keep his left hand out and his right hand up and make a real fight of it.
That is the key, and I noticed that Williams' trunks are a little high. If I was in Morrison's corner, they'd be down by his navel where they belong.
Tommy has inaugurated the popular art of bicycle shorts under his boxing trunks. We've seen it in basketball and a variety of other sports. Now here it is in boxing. Who will be next? Meanwhile, Carl the Truth acknowledges that this is his last chance for boxing credibility. He says that he has trained more for this than for any other fight since the Tyson debacle. He's essentially been in the gym since November 4.
Well, again, his weight is 225, which is his most effective weight.
Morrison attacking, not landing solidly yet. And hitting on the break with the right hand, and Mills Lane says, don't do that again. And there's the left hook, and down goes Carl Williams.
As advertised.
Just can't keep that right hand up.
That was a chopping left hook, which is unusual. He came over the top with it.
And that wasn't even the A-quality Morrison left hook.
That was what I would call a C left hook, not his A or B even.
No, his A is a lightning bolt. The best in the division.
Wait. Don't tell you, knock that shit up. Come on.
Just a little bit more than a minute into the bout. Williams has been down once. There's another left hook flush on the neck, a little bit behind the ear. Williams says that he's learned to shorten up his punches since the Tyson fight. Isn't as vulnerable to the power punches as he used to be. Right hand by Williams is solid on Tommy Morrison's cheek. And Morrison lands another left hook, and Carl will be wobbling a little bit as round 1 comes to a close.
And actually, Williams was more hurt at the end of the round than he was on this knockdown. That landed high on the head, stunned him early in the round.
There he drops that right hand to throw a right hand and can't get it back up in time.
He tried to throw the jab in round 1, threw 21 of them by punch count numbers, but only landed 4. So maybe Morrison should take 10 years off. Left hook again by Morrison, backs Williams up.
His manager, Bill Caton, told me, he said he thought that would be the most effective punch in this fight. A left hook to the body by Morrison.
There's the left hand that briefly stunned Williams, but having survived that punch, Williams felt the flow of confidence. He came back at Morrison.
Seemed that way to me. Threw some beautiful combinations, good snappy left jab, good right hand.
And I think at this moment, all of those people counting on Tommy Morrison to make them a lot of money.
Left jab by Williams to begin round 3. And I mentioned that Williams was the busier fighter in round 2 by punch stat numbers. He threw 38 punches, only 24 for Morrison. Morrison needs to step up his business a little bit. And another left hand, and down goes Williams for the second knockdown of the fight. And this time he's hurt a little bit more badly.
Well, now let's see what kind of a finisher Tommy Morrison is.
effect. Morrison trying to finish with the uppercut, comes back with the left hook. Now Williams with the 1-2.
As I say, this is the best Williams probably in the last 2 years.
Great right hand by Morrison.
Get off that neck. Get off that neck. Come on.
And believe me, this is not a stiff that Morrison is unloading on. Williams is in condition and fighting well.
Come on.
Williams coming back with right hands.
Still plenty of time in the round. And there's that left hook and right hand.
Carl Williams showing some resolution here. That time Tommy knocked the mouthpiece out with the left hand. It landed somewhere in the crowd.
And this was a wonderful punch because it was a short punch. Watch that. It was a straight left hand, and it seemed to hit him in the chin and in the throat, Gil.
That's the strength and the power of Tommy Morrison. It wasn't even a hook. It was a left jab is what it was.
Yeah, but he caught him on the way in, and it really stunned him and probably hurt him and might have made it difficult for him to breathe momentarily.
Right hand over the top by Morrison. Wild. It lacked power when it landed.
There was the A hook, but it missed, Jim.
Yep.
And Williams is dishing out some punishment to Morrison, especially some good body shots. Tommy Morrison's mouth is wide open now, Jim, and it's early in the fight. There's that right hand.
Slashing right hand over the top. Almost knocked Williams' mouthpiece out. You saw Carl reach up with the right glove to put the mouthpiece back in place. Trading left jabs in the center of the ring. And the 1-2 from Williams. And Carl Williams has controlled the 4th round so
Williams
far.
is talking to him now. That's really a sign of confidence.
Let's see if he was resting and saving up some energy from round 5. Or is Tommy Morrison already wearing down?
Well, his mouth is open. He seems to be gasping a little bit for breath. But again, Williams is standing very, very stationary. I think he should be moving a little more.
Good right hand by Williams, and down goes Morrison. Sudden shift in momentum.
6, 7, 8, 9.
And now suddenly, it is Tommy Morrison's future as a heavyweight contender that's on the line. Morrison lands a left hook, but Williams pounds away with the right. Second knockdown.
One more knockdown, and this fight is over.
3 knockdown rule is in effect.
And between that first and second knockdown, Morrison landed a solid left hook. Didn't do anything to Williams.
No, Carl's adrenaline is going now. He's got a chance to win the fight. Morrison not punching back. Carl Williams says he's a changed man since the birth of his 2-year-old daughter, Nyjah. He has an inspiration he never had before.
And John Davenport has done some job with Carl Williams.
Solid right hand. Morrison stood up to it. He's still got to make it through 43 more seconds.
Time. All right.
Williams appears to have punched himself out a little bit, Gil.
Yes, again, this fight could go up and down, up and down.
Well, it's already been up and down 3 times.
And Morrison got a little bit of a break as Lane warned Williams for holding behind the head and hitting. That's the second warning. You assume that the next time he loses a point. Left hook hands for Williams. Right hand again. And another left hook. These are solid blows from Carl Williams. Now Morrison lands a right. A storybook round between Tommy Morrison and Carl "The Truth" Williams.
We got to get tough here. Keep your mouth closed. Mouth closed.
All we did, we got a little careless because you let him inside your range and you wasn't throwing. The 7.
All right, let's run through those 2 knockdowns again. Tommy Morrison was, of course, in Rocky V, and this turned out to be a round out of a movie.
It was a Rocky 5th round.
And it was a Rocky 5th round. Thank you very much. You saw me and raised me, Jim. Here's the second knockdown. A good uppercut. To his credit, Morrison was able to stay through a half a round without getting knocked down again.
But in the last 2 rounds combined, he's only thrown 35 punches. Has Tommy Morrison already run out of gas? Has the stamina bugaboo come back to haunt him again? Is Carl "The Truth" Williams on the verge of a miracle comeback?
Well,
round 6 begins.
I had mentioned in the beginning of the round that Tommy Morrison had his mouth wide open, which is an indication of fatigue. As soon as he got back to his corner, they told him, keep your mouth closed.
Is it also a signal to your opponent, Gil?
Left hook and a left hook to the body by Carl Williams.
2 right hands by Williams.
In the present scenario of heavyweight championship boxing with 2 heavyweights, everybody is a contender who wins a fight.
Trying to learn how to pace himself. Solid right hand. Carl "The Truth" says no, no. And Morrison hits him again for good measure. Morrison a little wobbly. Tommy stalking him again. Let's see if he can land a left hook. He tries it and misses. Now it is the right hand, which Williams seems unable to block.
That hand, come on.
And Williams just threw a beautiful 1-2. There's that left hook.
And it was set up by a right hand to the body, Gil.
That's putting your punches together.
I think if Tommy goes to the body, he'll have a chance to knock Carl Williams out.
Williams is not using his left jab as much as he had been earlier.
Now, there you go.
Must have listened to me a little bit, Jim.
You've got a pipeline to him, Gil.
And Morrison wobbles. Morrison is hurt again.
Combination punching by Williams. 2 right crosses landed. Morrison a little bit wobbly on his feet, as Gil Clancy pointed out. But Tommy's still looking for an opportunity to throw the left hook.
There was 7, Larry. I think that was 7.
Yeah, but Carl Williams is throwing 2, 4, and 5 in return.
He got a second wind. He looks a little bit livelier right now than he had in the previous 2.
And
Those Lane was saying that was an unintentional butt, and there is blood coming from the top of the forehead of Morrison.
That's right. There's a left hook. Carl Williams has taken that left hook better and better. But now Carl's a little wobbly. And there's another left hook. And Morrison's got a chance to finish him off. Bang! Morrison with the right hand. He's going to throw the left hook one more time after the break here. And Carl Williams is in trouble.
And Williams is looking for the referee to stop the fight. He doesn't know where he is.
Williams is already busted up. And Mills Lane has stopped the fight.
Another dramatic power punching comeback for Tommy Morrison. He did it against Joe Hip last year. He did it again tonight.
And he's, as I said, he's going to be dangerous no matter who he fights, where he fights him. Always has a chance to get you out of there.
And the crowd stands and cheers for both fighters. And Carl Williams sits down in Tommy Morrison's corner. Regular speed, Gil.
Let's take a look. And there's that big left hook. Again, we mentioned 1 left hook by Morrison can change anything around. And you can just look at the strength that he has on the inside. And again, he didn't look like a tired fighter right there, Jim.